Bang! Africa versus the EU in a heavily contested match to start the season. In the end, the combined might of the African nations toppled the European Union players. With more matches to come this final season before Battlefield 5, it looks to be a stunner. These Americans in the broadcast booth don't have a World Cup team to root for this time around, so we're hoping to see the Stars and Stripes playing for something this summer. Today's matchup is between Team Norway and BSR5 in an international friendly game of frontlines. BSR5 is looking to bounce back for some tough losses, and the Norwegians are looking to get some payback for the loss they took with the EU. Will the Norwegians pick up a victory, or will BSR5 slap them back in line? It's gonna be a fjord of a good time here, so stay tuned for Frontlines action here on Space Canada TV. BSR5 live matches are brought to you by Blood of Christ Winery and Now Craft Beers. Try the new 14th Apostles Double IPA. It's so good, we even included Mary Magdalene. 3 out of 4 Gospels agree, it's a refreshing flavor. Hello everyone, Dragon King Soup here and Soup Level Pop-Tart for Space Canada TV, getting ready for quite the matchup here this Sunday. This looks to be an interesting matchup. Pop-Tarts, I believe you have our players to watch for both teams, sponsored by Lone Shark IPA. For a smooth taste that won't break your kneecaps, Lone Shark IPA. Pop-Tart?
Yes. Well, I have I have both lineups for squad BSR and team BSR and team Norway. On squad one, we have the notorious PAT with Fadi, an amateur gamer, and Incredible Quasar. On squad 2, we have Jimmy Slayer 420, Hoop Dreams, Yaman, and Cool Catrick. Squad 3, we have Ganja Slayer, Broken Soul, Stay High, and Nism. Squad 4, we have Rumple Foreskin, Ace Chicken Wings, Vey Camarolin, and Sharky. For Norway on Alpha Squad, it's Valhalla, Rafstad, Avikum 95, Moonshine, Bud Z. Bravo, we have Oslin Trooper, who usually is in the booth with us, but he has decided to strap on the boots and get down and dirty with it. Public Enemy, Simlar, and Masta. On Charlie Squad, we have Egum 4 Goals, Torium, Hunnel 1902, I'm probably mispronouncing a lot of this, and Nielsen Power. And on Delta, we have Peterson, Vigeli, Aronson, and we have a late scratch. Who is replacing Lynx, Dragon?
It's Aronson, Aronsen. And for our players of the game we're going to be looking at, that's brought to you by Dr. Jaworski's Jazzercise and Bingo Night. Shake what that doctor gave you. On BSR5, we're going to be looking at, again, Ace Chicken Wings, whose current KD is rocking a 3.05. And for the Team Nor, we're going to be looking at Trooper with a KD of 1.4, but he is in literally the top 100 people when it comes to tank support repairs. So if he's going to be doing that job, it's going to be a tough thing to stop him from keeping those tanks repaired today, if that is indeed his job. We're waiting for the match to start here. So Pop-Tart, would you go through us, if you played Frontlines at all at any point?
I have not personally played Frontlines, no, but I have seen a match of Frontlines, but I'm still a bit hazy.
All right, well, to go over it real quick, Frontlines basically starts with both teams at either point B or D respectively. On this map there are 5 points. What will happen here is that each squad will run towards the first objective point, which is C. It has a capture zone which is rather large. Each one is going to be a rather large capture zone you go to. So the objective here is to hold the capture zone. If your team holds the capture zone, you move forward on the battlefield towards the enemy's original spawn point and objective. So if C is taken by the German Empire, for example, the next objective they would be going for is B, which would be the pushed back point for Team Norway. In that example, there is the match doesn't start or stop at any point. Players can get to point B if they're on the other team or on the defending team before any other caps have been actually made. The only zones that are actually locked out for the opposite team to go to are the spawn points of the other team, the farthest spawn point. So that is the only restriction in any of these games at the moment, is how far you can go either way. So you're going to see a lot of flanking, you're going to see a lot of surprise people showing up in certain spots, you're going to see a lot of movement of troops and a lot of squad tactic play, because it's key and very important in front lines, because the tip of the match can go either way, and momentum is key in this type of match. We're going to be seeing these matches on Amiens, which is first. St. Quentin Scar is map 2, and Argonne Forest will be the tiebreaker. These matches always end in a win-lose. There's no draw in these matches, so they always will end in a win or a loss. So it is best of 3. Pop-Tart, anything you've seen in your time watching BSR5 that you think, or Team Norway with Trooper, that would give either team the advantage here?
All I know is Jimmy Slayer on the last match that I've seen on front lines. That man was basically owning buildings and keeping sure that no one got to the point at all. That man is a monster and he was just killing people. No, he was sitting right there in a nice little cozy corner. No one could kill him. It was just nasty. If Jimmy can basically replicate that performance, things are looking good for BSR5.
We actually haven't seen Trooper play a lot, nor have we seen Team Norway play much, so this is going to be an interesting matchup for us, because we actually haven't seen them play at all. We've had Trooper in the booth with us helping us call games, but we've actually not seen his team in action, or his actual team of Norway, which you will see in the conquest battles. Actual whole teams will be in it. When they do like European Union versus Africa, there were several different squads represented in that game. And when we're coming to hopefully see Canada and the US get involved in these matches, you're going to see possibly me, possibly Jimmy, an example on Team USA, representing BSR5 for the United States. So we're looking forward to those. And since, the United States can't play soccer or football for you European fans, yeah, we got to watch this instead. It's about all we have.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we're still waiting to hear from all these guys. We'll just get these links posted in here.
Yep, posting those
so
links.
They can have those. Give that to everyone here. Post the links. Waiting for the match to start. Post.
Yes, our PR man, Emo McGillicuddy, is making sure that the Twitterverse knows that the match is on.
Okay, I'm just getting these all posted here. Hello, Trippin.
Hello, Governor.
Do you want to be in the broadcast for for a Battlefield game, even though you can't see it?
Sure. I think I kind of already am, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in now, so not that you can see what's going on, but
You guys shooting shit in the face?
Well, it's Team Norway versus BSR5, so it's an actual national team playing against a squad right now. So
Oh.
yeah, and the
That's
U.S.
cool.
is actually going to have a team playing. I think the rumor is going to be playing either the European Union or Canada in the next week or so. So you'll have, since we don't have a team in the World Cup, it's like the closest next thing we have, I guess. Okay, because we're like, so what is football? Is it the egg-shaped one? Why do you just kick it? We only have one guy who kicks it. Like, your guys are weird. But yeah, so yeah, we hand egg ball, best sport ever. Just waiting for them to start. Honestly, they can't seem to get organized. We did all of our sponsors and everything, and now we're just killing
we
time.
were worried about that. We were running late.
Yeah, we were worried we were late on the gun because we didn't start until like 3:10 or 3:06 or something like that.
Yeah, because I actually saw Rumpel. Somehow Rumpel ended up on the Norway team.
Yeah, well, they're still trying to figure out who's on what side, which should be pretty easy. Like, they gave us lineups to say. We had like 3 pages worth of stuff we ran through in like 5 minutes, and we're like, okay, guys, we stalled as long as we could.
Yes.
Now it's your turn.
Give me something to announce nonstop because the action is frantic and quick.
Well, couldn't Trip still? Well, I don't think Trip has Battlefield.
He'd have to have the game.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm
Oh,
not
you're
Oh,
just
playing.
on a delay, yeah.
you're on a delay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I am the technical director, Trip. I'm the one that's got the camera angles and such. Takun the Fail Kitty is there for technical backup.
He's executive producer. What are you talking about?
Yes, yep. Takun the Fail Kitty is executive producer. She wants to make sure that there's a lot of grenades thrown.
Oh, yeah, she's perfect for that.
Would you say she's perfect?
Frick. Oh.
Yes, I would actually.
Just, oh god, no. Well, it's okay. I made a Fjord joke because they're playing Team Norway, so that's always fun, you know.
Yeah, well, you should have got a major award for that.
I should have. All right, eventually this will start.
Yep.
What exactly are they doing? Like,
They're
what are
supposed to
they
be
waiting
getting
for?
organized into all their teams, and in Frontlines, what it is that um, the point you see in the middle right now is C. Each team is going to frantically try to take that point and outflank each other to get them off the point, because whoever
Oh,
gets that first point pushes the map in either direction. So if it's
okay.
pushed towards D, that means that BSR5 got pushed back from a point and now have to
Yeah.
defend a point further into their defensive ring. And vice versa, if Norway gets pushed back to point B, they now have to defend closer to their final objective. The match goes on for 40 minutes or 38 minutes based on once we get everybody in here. And whoever has the most captures, or if they've actually blown up some of the telegraph machines at the final point in the base, will win the match based on that, not kills or deaths. It's all objective based.
I see.
So you're going to see a lot of squad play where there's going to be a lot of teams will run a squad that main focus is to just sit on the point regardless. There's going to be squads that are going to be focused just on assaulting and flanking people, and we're going to try to keep we're gonna have a bird's eye view and try to keep an eye on all the moves people are making, because some of them can be entire team wipes if done right, which is kind of exciting.
Oh, that sure sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, Frontlines is probably the most tactical out of the games they can play. Conquest is kind of like 32 versus 32, no holds bar. And when they have huge countries going at it, it's kind of fun because they don't really have the coordination that these clans do, so they're kind of just relying based off pure skill because they don't really have practice.
Uh,
So you start seeing some of the best KD people going off against another country's best KD people, and then you have the support players trying to fill in gaps here and there. So it's kind of interesting to watch those, like the African team, which is basically only like 6 nations that were in there. They beat the European Union in the both games. They didn't even get to the third one.
oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
yeah. They actually had special effects and stuff in their stream. We don't have that kind of stuff.
No, we're not too fancy.
They had
Looks
like
like well,
player cards and stuff.
it looks like both teams are almost set. We're missing one
Looks like
person
Norway's got
from.
everybody.
Looks like we got one extra person on Team Bitch Slap and one less person on Delta.
I
Oh
think they're
no.
just trying to. Yeah, I think Gon just trying to run his because the squad leaders have to have their squads running and in charge. It looks like everyone's in here now, so they're going to restart the match, and then they'll probably go on because we're here in the. Yep,
Yep,
they're
there we
restarting
go.
it now.
Yep.
Match is starting, and they're going to give us a restart on. Oop, come here, you.
Oh, well, I'm loading back into the game.
Yeah. Well, they're restarting the whole thing,
Yep.
so we're going to get a restart timer, and that'll tell us on the when to hit it. So let's see here when they give us that. Apparently we pronounced someone's name wrong in the stream, Pop-Tart. Good job.
Who did I mispronounce?
I don't know. I can't pronounce their name. Revstad.
Ravstad? That's who
Revstad.
that's how I pronounced it. Revstad.
Oh.
Unless it's not pronounced Revstad, and I apologize.
Okay. I'm waiting for them to tell me when the go is. And someone leaves the server. Let's see. I think they got every. Oh no, some of the Nord people are on the wrong team again. God, auto balancing at its greatest. There you go.
Uh-oh. Talking to Fail Kitty's coming over here. What's that, executive producer? We should give our advertisers fair time while we're waiting. Did you hear that?
Yeah. So BSR5 Mat Tests are brought to you by Blood of Christ Winery and Now Craft Beers. Try their new 14 Apostles Double IPA. It's so good, we even included Mary Magdalene. 3 out of 4 Gospels agree it's a refreshing flavor. Also brought to you by Lone Shark IPA for a great taste that won't break your kneecaps. Lone Shark IPA. And by Dr. Jaworski's Jazzercise and Bingo Night. Shake what that doctor gave you. And by May Hero Kitten's Custom Catsuit Emporium. You're going to like the way your cat looks. I'm meowing to it. On to the match once they figure out the teams.
Also, do not forget Dr. Chaos's Doomsday Device Warehouse and Silo. Remember, we spell savings with a K.
That's right. All 5 sponsors here representing as we get ready for eventually they'll play. Seems like all these streams, like we're late to the party, but we're never as late to the party as the party itself. I guess it's fun in these kind of games to be fashionably late, and these guys are exceeding that fashion. I guess for Team Norway you can say good enough for government work, but I'm not sure, so you know. As we're waiting on BSR5 to get one more player in here. And I don't think there'll be another restart. I think they'll probably, if they can get their last guy in here before the 35 mark, they'll go for a 35-minute full game. We'll see how that runs. Some of these frontlines games don't last that long, but the last one that the BSR5 played, they went down to the wire, each one of them. Literally, it was a close neck-and-neck game, back and forth at point C for basically the entirety of the map. And it went on for a full 40 minutes, so I may be winded after just one of these matches if it goes that long. But we're waiting on Sharky to get back into one of the squads for BSR5, because even though it's their own server, they get their own people kicked, because that's EA for you. Looks like they've got everybody back, and I'm waiting to hear if we're going to have a move time, at what time. All right. Okay. Start time is at 35, so 35 minutes on the dot will be spawn time in. Let me get my stopwatch to see how fast it takes everybody to get to point C. That's what I've always wondered here, is how quick these guys can actually get into positions. It's actually kind of interesting. So in about 1 minute, we're going to see all the squads going at it. Pop-Tart, most of the action is going to be focused on point C, so if you can get your camera work ready on that, that's where a majority of the action is going to be originally taking place here. And get ready, Trip, because here comes the crazy. I will try to keep up with all the mayhem, and so will Pop-Tart. 45 seconds to the start. Pop-Tart, any last things you're looking forward to seeing in this match?
Well, this is my second front line match that I'll be seeing, so I'm definitely going to watch how the teams and the squads set up and who's doing what.
All right. 20 seconds to go, and then we'll give you a timer on how fast each squad, each team can get their first squad in position. Spawn points are not too terribly far away from each point, but it's basically the first push comes down to who gets in position first and whose flank is successful first. So we'll see how that goes. 3, 2, 1, and go with the stopwatch. And as we're going to see, each team seems to be getting a quick start right off the bat. We've got, it looks like Nor is on the German side, British side on this map, and you have the Germans coming from the opposite side. Let's see here. And it looks like on timer, it takes about 16 seconds for everybody to get on point. Zooming into the match here now, we have, oh, stuck in a building. There we go. It looks like we've got Nor getting one of the side buildings taken out completely all the way, while the defensive squad of possibly, it looks like the other team in their point already. Nor taking a commanding point lead here already, as they've already taken out one of the flank squads of BSR5. It looks like the BSR5's only got a couple people on the point.
Yeah, Jimmy's up there all by himself.
Looks like they're going to have to keep pushing this point right here. Nor's got a huge presence here on the point. Looks like BSR5's clearing out one of the buildings by themselves, and they've kind of stopped the cap at this point. And it looks like looks like one of the teams has got trying to stop a flank, but they're stopping a flank where everyone's already in position. It looks like Nora is going to take C first. Yeah, Jimmy's in there in that point trying to hold it, but it's not going to matter because there's just not enough people on that point. And now they've got to try to fall back as fast as they possibly can, with Nor just chasing right on their heels and a bunch of BSR5 guys completely out of position.
Yeah. I mean, if BSR has to fall back, they already had a bunch of people from Nor already probably cutting them off.
Yeah, it looks like Nor's already got in positions here. Though BSR5 did get their tank in position first, so that might help them hold this point quickly. It's going to come down to how fast they can get people on points and in and out of buildings. Looks like BSR5 might have the advantage here. They've got a team basically sitting, waiting on a spawn point of them. Yeah, oh, entire team just coming down the road. Oh, there's another down right there. BSR5 seems to have this point now. Pretty locked down. Nor's coming from a different position that most people don't come to on front lines. They're going through the buildings. They're not using any of the roads. An interesting tactic.
I don't think
tank's gonna have some.
Yeah, that tank just wiped out a whole squad. Looked like it.
Yeah, right there. But they're all up again, and the tank now they're on the point. There's no one really helping that tank out at all.
I think someone's trying to keep it repaired.
Buildings. Yeah, someone's trying to. They've got to get these guys off. Looks like BSR5's holding that building, which is giving them an advantage there. But look at the fighting. It's down to 2 buildings. It looks like Nor's getting a flank on that tank. It's not going to last much longer if they keep this up.
It's still kicking.
It's still kicking. It's still taking people out.
Oh,
it just wiped 3 in one shot.
Uh-oh, the tank's nursemaid just got killed.
Flanked. That building's down, and Nor's knocked almost all those guys out of the building. It's coming down to this. They're flanking that tank with everything, and the tank is almost down again. BSR5 has got to get on point. That tank is basically trying to hold this point by itself, and it is not succeeding. You've got Ganja just doing some trying to get these guys out of here. There's just not enough BSR5 guys on this point. Here they all come finally. Again, they're still not on the point, and they've given away the building advantage they had.
It's like they almost swapped buildings.
Yeah, there's just not enough people pushing in on these points and getting these guys out of buildings and positions. Well, it looks like they have a chance. They cleared out a squad there, and they've got the initiative again. Oh, the tank's
tank
getting pummeled from distance.
No, the tank is still standing.
No, they got repair guys on there, but they've got to get these guys down the street gone. And the tank is now gone. And that's going to be bad, because now you've got them all just filed into the downstairs building there, and basically just wiping them now. As BSR5 just doesn't have the support they're getting in here, as the Nor guys are just crashing points harder than they can get to positions. It looks like they've cleared out a chunk of them now, though. And they've turned the tide on this one. See, these are where these back and forths come into play here. And Chicken just taking out 2 guys right there on a flank. Now trying to get rid of the people outside of the buildings now. The guys trying to get rid of the guys in the square here, but they're not succeeding very well. There's still a couple guys just sitting around. It looks like Ganja's finally figured out there's a guy sitting over there.
Oh, Jimmy got his squad over in here.
Oh, and now the Nor tank's in on the game here. They're going to have to get rid of that quick, or this is going to end really quick. The real main portion of the fighting is going on in and behind those buildings in the alleyway. They're just all over the place.
BSR's losing a point again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to lose it. They don't have enough people in those alleyways to deal with all this.
Oh, I wish I could be down there and trying to go after that tank. Oh.
Yeah, it's really down and out. It's really not much left to it. But these guys have got a lot of smoke going on, and they're just not on the point. None of one's on the point. That is the huge problem they have right now, is they're just being shoved off the burn zones. Oh, someone just got a limpet on the tank. Oh, that's going to leave a mark, and that took out a tread. But it looks like at the rate they're going, BSR5 is going to have to fall back again. I mean, look at their positioning. They're completely behind the point. They've got everybody outside of the point zone. I mean, you're not going to win a match when you're back there.
Yep, they lost.
And they're falling back to A already, which is an inside the building fight. And based on that last one we saw in that alleyway, it's not going to end well.
Oh, I don't know. Looks like BSR5 was in a great position to take that.
Yeah, but can they hold it is the question, because Nor is already in those buildings waiting for him coming in. And again, these buildings, a couple good grenades, and you could wipe out an entire squad if you're not prepared. And look, Nor is already on the point, coming in from every angle as just a swarm.
The guy in the got it in the back.
They're already on it, and they're already wiping out all of Norris. Just basically wiped out all of BSR5 almost in one fell swoop. Again, they got them all off the point, except for one squad that's trying to desperately hold a building here. And Norris just setting up on positions and holding the spot. They're all on it. This is a different tactic than I think anybody was expecting from here, is Norris just crashing the point and not caring.
Sometimes the best strategy is to fix bayonets and charge.
That seems to be all what Nor's doing. They're just booking in and just not allowing BSR5 to set up at all. There's no setup whatsoever. Just look at that horde that's just on the point. They're just everywhere. There's too many to shoot when you walk in. Their strategy's just straight numbers in this fight. That's all they're going for. People are coming in piecemeal, and that's just how they're losing. And they're already back to the defensive points on A. They've got to protect these bombs now. This one's not about getting a burn zone here. So can they defend point B and A? Looks like we've got squads already going to A, and there's nobody on it. Not a soul.
We got a squad breaking off to A.
That's not going to be enough with the number of people that person's going to have to go up against, because he's down. Yeah, that's down. There's one left. They've already got a plant on both points at this point, and this match is basically already over before it's even started.
Oh,
they're going to hold A. They basically planted B just to keep them busy. A tactic that worked really well there.
Looks like they're about to lose A.
Yeah. Chicken's the only one near the point, along with Sharky. That's it. And now they're going to plant B. In the face of all of them.
Do whatever they can to get B back. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
I think this one's match is over already, about 10 minutes. And looks like this one's going to be over. And it is. 10-minute match.
They got steamrolled.
Yep.
Well, Ganja Slayer was the squad of the match in a losing effort. Ganja Slayer went 26 and 4.
It wasn't for the lack of killing on the BSR5 side. It's just lack of not being in position. That's what that problem was. All right, and it looks like they're going to be going. I didn't give me a timer here, so we'll see in a second here. Going back and looking in here, I think they're going to be going at 38 again. Or they're starting now and not telling anybody.
I think it's starting now and not telling anyone because Norway's already on the point.
Well, BSR5's already on the point, it looks like.
Oh, BSR5. Okay, they switched
I don't
colors.
see anybody from Norway on the point. I don't see any of them spawned. That's the other problem here.
Yep. BSR5's already on the point. I do not see them on the map.
There's a problem. Sides have to be corrected. They already goofed.
Yeah, it looks like they got rebalanced. They're missing a guy on a squad on Norway.
Yep. They're going to have to restart the map.
Well, it's technical difficulties within the game itself, it seems. You would think if they set up a server that they wouldn't have to deal with rebalancing issues.
We'll see how this all goes. Oh, on this one, there's less points to take. There's only 3 before the bomb in St. Quentin, but the map is also far more open. except for two areas, except for one area that's got a lot of buildings. So we'll see how this one goes. Maybe more of the same, maybe not. So I think they might have to rebalance them all again, it looks like. Yep, Faid's on the wrong side. BSR5 guys are on the wrong side. I gotta figure all this out. Well, we'll see how this goes. Once they figure it all out, we'll tell you when that's gonna go. Oh, man. As they try to balance this all out, we'll see what happens in a sec.
Those look like it would be pretty intense gameplay actually in there.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It gets crazy. And all of this. Like, you're going to see the fight for the church on this point in St. Quentin, and it's crazy. The amount of, like, the church is already bombed out, so it's just fighting over the edges, fighting over the inside. It gets crazy. They're not using the spot flares to let you know where everybody is. So that's kind of an advantage for Nor because our team always runs with at least one or two scouts for that one purpose alone, just knowing where everybody is.
And they don't have neutral here.
Yeah, they're running whatever they could find. I mean, it's not really matter. I don't think neutral would have changed anything really in this map. The way that BSR5 was set up was just not productive for what was happening to them.
Oh, it's just that watching neutral run with an aggressive scout is just a thing of beauty.
Yeah, but when you don't have spot flares, it kind of takes away any capabilities he's got because part of his play is knowing where people are and taking them out. So without that spot flare and basically making scouts useless, it's kind of hard for them to set this up. Um, that's like the only real good gadget the scout has. To be honest with you, everyone else has more productive gadgets other than the scout's one really really good one. Um, Something that really should be addressed in the new battlefield. So scouts aren't just I have a sniper rifle and I can make sure I know where people are. That's it.
You would think EA would make it a lot easier to join a particular squad if you've set up your own personal server and not have to worry about them rebalancing you every time.
Well, this is the reason why EA has such a problem with this, is that they want people to play competitive, yet they've made no concessions to allow or set up any type of this. All of these leagues that have these kind of teams, they all have to set this up themselves. All of this is done through Discord and the game's engine and everything that's set up. There's no mode you can turn on that puts all of one squad on one team. It just doesn't exist. So this is quite aggravating when it comes down to that. They said they're going to be working on something for 5, but it may at this point be too little too late because there's only about 2 or 3 groups that still have people playing, at least trying to play competitively in this. And if EA's plan is just to go for the casual player, I mean, eventually you're just going to end up like Call of Duty in that respect, is that you've made a game that everyone gets a chance to feel cool for a minute. But other than that, if you're going to have high competitive play like Overwatch does while still keeping a, for fun community, you've got to do something. Because Overwatch currently right now basically is the gold standard for casual play and versus competitive play. I mean, there's just night and day versus this. But I mean, we'll see what they do. I mean, EA has the capability of doing things like this. They just seem to choose not to do things every year like this, you know?
Or even worse, dangle it in front of the communities and saying, "Oh, it's coming, and never comes."
Oh yeah, EA is very good at just promising things and never doing anything about it. You know, kind of like kind of like you know, Activision can't say much about that because they beat up both the Call of Duty and Destiny community each year, promising them a whole bunch of stuff that never shows up. So they all kind of do the same thing. It's just frustrating getting all this to work because of that. It looks like BSR5 is missing a person. Oh, looks like they joined back in.
Looks like Norway's all set up.
And BSR5 is not. And they can't seem to get this person to join the server. This game's going to start late here. Let's see in a second here. Have they started? Looks like BSR5 just said go. There we go, and they're going for the point here. The fight for the church is on here with Norway. Oh, it looks like BSR5 might have gotten a quick flank on them, as well as taking the church.
Yeah, they got a nice setup there.
Yeah, it looks like they got him real quick there, and now they're going to be able to get around on him. The fight for the church is on. It looks like Norway's going to get it first, but the main problem is that you've got an entire BSR5 team right behind them on both flanks.
Yep.
They're kind of boxed in there, but they're not on the point at all. So it doesn't really matter how well you're flanking them. They're still there.
Drag, you might want to explain to the people who don't know how hard it is for a team to be one man down in the front line.
Yeah, it's really difficult for a team to be one man down because that's one less squad position you have. But here's the main problem. You've got an entire squad on BSR5 just sitting over here shooting at guys, clearing them off, and you've only got two of the three squads inside trying to take the point, and you're not going to hold a point without everybody on it, because as they just pointed out, you lost B right off the bat. So this whole setup over here didn't work, and now you've got all of BSR5 completely out of position, and Norway not really losing anybody, because their medics picked everybody up. So, yeah, now you've got all of Norway coming in a big rush to come take out BSR5 guys, trying to defend this point now. And a huge flank by them going over here on the side around the house. Yep. And it looks like Snarky doesn't even know what's happening, and he's going to get knocked off right here. Boom, 1, 2. And here's a huge en masse of Norway, just chicken wings, the only one there. Down. Flank still going with Public Enemy, as basically they've come on both flanks and down the middle all at the same time, taking BSR5 completely off the point yet again.
Gotta call it like you see it.
Yeah, it's just BSR5 is not getting enough pressure on the point. They're sticking outside the point or just off of it, or just being straight pushed off of it and getting squad wiped. Just look at this just horde of people just next to one building. This is kind of operation-style gameplay you got going on right here, where everyone's just piled into one area.
I have a lot of experience with operations, so yeah.
They're just running a lot of medics, a lot of everything else, just re-picking people up, and yeah. Looks like they finally got them in here.
Yep, okay, we got both teams at full strength now.
Yeah, it looks like looks like BSR5's kind of got the guys pinned in. They just can't seem to get enough pressure on the point here. It looks like they might be trying to now.
Well, they got a flank. They got a flank.
They got a flank, and they might have gotten them off. They might have taken enough of them off the point to clear it, and they do. There you go. There's a clutch move by them right there. And now the guys at the other team at Norway have to spawn back at the church and work their way through an open field to come back at them. That's going to be tough. Now, they're spreading out, as you can see. And that en masse right up the middle again is really going to hurt them. Yeah, all those flame grenades, all on the point, gas, smoke. It's going to be tough. Again, they're just coming in en masse. They don't seem to care. And they're just going to push them right back off.
BSR's got to take care of that.
Oh, it looks like the machine gunners have got those guys on the flank pretty good. Oh, they might be able to take it back. There's enough guys on the point. Oh, it looks like they're going to get pushed off. And they're going to lose the cap there. Yep. Not enough guys on the point. Again, more people off the point than on, yet again, and it's just allowing these guys to stay out of combat, and more Nor guys are getting to just respawn back in. Chicken, though, trying to get in there during a firestorm there of grenades. Not as successful as you wanted. Again, BSR5 pushing them back, but as you can see, there's just waves of Nor people coming back in. When one wave's gone, the other replaces it. It's just a constant pressure on the point. You've got a huge firing line sitting up back here, though, for BSR5. But, again, they can't see that there's 3 guys just sitting right next to them. Katrick and Yaman don't notice there's just 3 guys setting up over there. And it looks like, yeah, they got the point. They just pushed them all off of it. And the fact that they have to keep spawning all the way back is just precious time for these guys to set up and do what they're doing. Yeah, and it looks like there was no spawn points for BSR5. In fact, you've got a whole bunch of them trying to hold their positions way back here. Yep, this looks like this one's over. There's just too many guys on that point, and there's not enough pushing going on.
They're just not shaking them out.
No, this can't. They're just look how bunched up these guys are. They are literally on top of each other on all these points. And Nora's going to push them all the way back to their final objectives again already.
It looks like a squad is breaking off, going towards the windmill.
Yep. Again, nobody's on the point waiting for them, as you just have hordes of them starting to just run up the hill here. As they're all just too far away from the point to get anything really done cohesively as a squad. Just, again, too late as 2 squads attack 1. And this just comes down to numbers.
Wow, the BSR took out at least 1 squad on that push on A.
Yep, but again, it came in 2, so there's still 2 squads sitting there. And it looks like they're going to go and attack B, and there's barely a squad on B. The real fight's really over here at A. It's just a swarm of them, but they're on B. They could plant. Only Chicken Wings is there defending.
Yeah, but, yeah. Just him and 3 other angry Norway players.
Oh, that artillery strike did some damage there. Yeah, it's just Chicken Wings. It looks like they're going to plant B. They really don't have anybody defending it. Oh, unless Chicken can wipe them, and he doesn't. There's going to be a plant on B.
Yeah, but he's got a squad who came in here.
Yeah, but they're going to get that plant, and that's points right there. Plants are points. Even if you don't get a successful plant, it's still a point. And they just all spawned right in on them. Team Norway just wiped out the entire squad. They did stop the defuse, though.
Chicken Wings, it looks like he's going to hold on to B.
Yeah, but look at the push that's on A. There's just so many. So many people. This is a problem, though, is they're going to get pushed. They're going to be able to push them back and not lose any points. But, I mean, they haven't even taken any initiative yet. This is the only one they'll get, it looks like. And holding one of these doesn't give you any points at all. It's got to be flag captures. And they do push him back, though. So no win, no bombs on that rush. They just got to get these Nor guys off this point so they can get down that hill.
They already got a squad over here on the point.
That medic literally wiped an entire squad by himself on Nor. These guys have got to get into gear because they are just getting demolished right now. Because look, there's a whole squad already back at the point waiting. Actually, one whole squad back at the point already waiting. 2 whole squads back at the point already waiting. And the BSR5 guys are going to have to work their way back to the point. And they're all spread out.
Capture objective apples.
Big push here by BSR5.
Yeah, they got to get this coordination going. They're just not. I don't see. Oh, there's a squad wipe. That dug those guys out of that building. Just got to dig out the spread out, firing of bullets from the other team. Chicken just got a guy. Chicken's got a flank on him.
Yep, see it.
You got to get one. He has a chance to get 2 here. They're pushing him back. They've got him on the ropes. They're coming in force now. Here's the fight that we needed to see. Here we go.
That's a nice push.
I think that the BSR5 has figured something out, and they are just coming en masse right now. Look at this fight now. They figured something out. They figured out to start using those grenades to clear out these just squads. And oh, there's a flank by Yaman-Ra.
Oh, look at that.
Took out 3 guys right there. Notorious got a couple guys right there. The smoke is just causing nobody help right here. But it looks like Broken's got a flank on 2 of them. Oh, Jimmy taking out another one. Jimmy taking out a second one.
Yeah, look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's still up. Jimmy taking out almost a third. But BSR5 still pushing, still holding that point. The momentum here is switched completely.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
Ganja just got 1, 2. Oh, taken out though. As Shizm's going to finish the job here. They take the point. Man, they've got them on the run, and they're already going for the point. They've got Norse stuck in the dust. Nor's got to retreat quick.
Nori has a squad. Look like they're starting to spawn on the point.
Oh my gosh, and they got a machine gunner stopping them from getting into position.
Oh, look at that. We already have a flank coming over here with BSR5 in the back of the building.
Sharky's already got the flank on there, and he's taking the top of the building. They've got them completely flanked on the church. Machine gunner on a roof, medic on a roof. They've got the back of the church. Nor's not expecting that. Nor's got everybody on the point, but BSR5 has got all the entrances covered. They've got them bottlenecked in. And that's not even all of BSR5 on the point. They're all not even there yet. Here comes another replacement squad. Nor took a beating just to hold that. And Ganja squad's now on the point.
Sharky's still got the top. He's still got the high road.
Oh, and a flank by Broken. What a double kill. And then Norway's now feeling the pressure. Ace Chickenwind's taking the flank on there before he's taken down. Broken Soul finding his game all of a sudden with this assault rifle. And there's another one for him. Look at him go.
Sharky has not been shaken from his nest up there on top of that building.
And it's really helping. He's spotting everybody. Nor now on the defensive, pushed off the point completely here. Grandma's boy taking someone out before he goes, and it looks like Broken Soul still going with that, and it's still the Hellregal finally taken out. Chicken finishing the job there. Oh man, they've really figured out what they need to do here. This is a complete change. And this isn't even their map. Look at the change of pace right now. Nor being pushed to 1 point. They've got numbers again, but BSR5 is just not letting them up. The amount of flame grenades being sent in their direction is getting exceedingly high.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Smoke grenades. That's got to be disheartening to see when you're in that.
BSR5 getting pushed off the point. It looks like they've run out of steam.
Oh, Sharky finally got taken down.
Looks like they're finally running out of steam here, though. Nor's basically throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him.
I don't know.
Someone's throwing mortars. You got some mortars being flung in there at him. They are so bunched up that this tactic would work. Just not in the right directions there. There's a smoke one right on top of them. I just don't think they have enough. They did give it their best here. That was quite a push.
They could just push a little bit more in there.
No, they're done. They need to fall back. They did give it their all there on that one. Back to holding A. They did give Nora a little bit of worry there.
I think I see what the BSR did what they just purposely wiped so they can get back here.
Yep, faster than they could. Yep. Actually, there's no spawn point back there, so they're going to have to run further. They should have been retreating, because look, now you've got 2 guys from Nor on the flank. You've got them running up the middle. And those guys are... And, oh, wow, and a flank, right? Oh, almost a flank there. They got to fight their way in there. Looks like they're fighting their way in there. Nor guys coming on the right flank, an entire squad. Ganja squad's going to try to meet him there. It's a big fight here again for A. One guy down off the point. On the only points left on the flank here. Looks like they took out Ganja squad though. Hoop Dreams Notorious now trying to get rid of these guys that are coming up on here. Oh, ran right into those machine gun bullets. Looks like they're holding though. Looks like a biggest fight's going over here with Yaman, Hoop Dreams, and Ganja squad coming back into the fray. As Nor can't seem to get enough guys on the point here.
No, that's...
Hoop Dreams taking out a guy. It's just not enough push here from Nor. They're trying to throw mortars in here. And now they're coming in with numbers. They got a flank on them.
Well, you got over there, Nope.
Oh, Jimmy taking out that flank, but there's still a bunch of guys all piled in on there. Ooh, that machine gunner just took out a 3 spot over there.
Taku the Failed Kitty says, grenades, grenades, grenades. That'll shake them out there.
Yeah, just the amount of just boxing in on there. You just got to get those grenades on point. Just look how loaded they are in one spot. And BSR5 pushing back. They're not going to give this one up without a fight.
I mean, they took this point earlier. They should have learned their lessons and be able to set up that same tactic that they used to get it the first time.
Yeah, but when they're all bunched up like that, you've got protecting you in each spot, so it's very difficult. When you're in this type of match, it's all coming down to can you get enough people on the point and just get rid of their medics? Because if you can do that, you have a chance, but that's what's coming down to. Just Nor just has everybody piled up on top of each other. Oh, Jimmy with a stab right there, killing a guy, getting him off the point. See how hard Jimmy is to get over to that point. Look there's like 5 guys just laying on top of each other. All it would take is one good flank and they're gone. Just all of them. But BSR5 just can't seem to get that flank, and Nor is just content. If you just look behind that one machine gun position, there's just a whole squad of them just laying down there. Oh man, it's so back and forth, it's crazy. There's a squad sitting here in the church, duking it out, preventing them from spawning in! Look at this! Chicken Wing squad just basically went up and stopped and camped their spawn zone, keeping them out of the play. They're gonna get the point because of this.
I told you to watch out.
They're still there.
I told you to watch out for Jimmy. That man is a beast.
Rumpel squad completely takes the church and takes the flank on them, forcing them off the point. What a turn of events. And now they're already in the church waiting for him to get there. Sharky gonna try to stop them. He's not gonna. They gotta turn around and notice Chicken stopping them on the point. And here comes the entire BSR5 squad to the church.
Oh, look at that.
What a push. And Ganja's going around the long flank to stop the squad spawns. BSR5 is trying to turn this map around as best they can. Just look at the coordinated flank and rush. They're still flanking on them. They're catching them off guard again still. Look at this. They're catching the guys coming in from the spawn. I don't know if they've got enough on the point right now. but they could certainly slow them
Oh,
down.
look at that. They got another squad that just broke off to go into their spawn. Oh.
Yeah, they just have to make sure they clear these guys off so they can't respawn. They've got to get squad wipes at this point if that tactic's going to work. They've certainly got a lot of them pinned back there. Yes, it looks like they might have a chance here.
Talk about
They
taking
are preventing them from getting back up the hill. Now, if they can just take the point, they have a chance. Look at that. That defensive move is actually paying off. Look, they have to go through. They're gonna have to go through chicken to get through the point. They don't have enough people on the point right now. It looks like they got 2 squad wipes on them. They've got to send some more guys in. But what a dastardly move by BSR5 there, slowing down everybody.
Let's hopefully.
Just not enough people on the point, though. That's just going to keep coming back to haunt them. As Ganja's squad again trying to get on this flank to slow them down so they can keep more of their guys off that point. But they just can't seem to pull enough of them off. Oh, chicken on a flank. They might have a chance. They got to get those guys off the point there. They've got to do it now, and they do it. They knock a bunch off the point, and they stop a flank from getting any worse.
Nice.
Look at that flanking
Look at
maneuver.
That. They got numbers in that church now.
That's going to hold them off, and now that entire squad's just got to hold it. They've wiped the squad in the church. Now they're all stuck behind the spawn point, and you've got Grandma, you've got Chicken, you've got everybody just pushing them back. Oh, what a move. There's a squad that spawned in that building, but they're going to have to go through everyone over there. Again, you've got another squad just shooting them as they come out of the spawn zone. And here comes the replacements. Ganja squad coming in to take out. They hold the church again. The battle is now basically around the house, which isn't even on the burn zone. Oh, and you look at this. Rumple and Chicken are literally in the spawn of the other team. They can't get in.
Got a flank. Got a flank over here.
They got to hold this point. They've got to hold it. They're going to get on that flank. Can they get it? Can they get it? And they do.
Wow.
And now they've got a whole bunch of people on the spawn point. This game is going down to the wire. BSR5 with a huge turnaround and a huge numbers advantage rushing to that point. Now they do got guys behind them. Looks like Nor had a last-second push that's going to keep them out of position, but this is where it gets ugly. A lot of urban combat right here. This is going to be just fighting for houses right here. Yeah, this is where it's going to get ugly. But you got Rumple hiding behind as a spawn point to flank these guys, but can they get enough guys on that point? They've got to get that building down. That's what they've got to do.
Limpet charges.
Oh, Rumple on the flank. They're getting some snipers into the windmill right now.
Nice.
They don't have enough guys on the point, but they've certainly got them pinned in on all corners, preventing them from more spawns. They've just got to squad wipe these guys, or else they're gonna run out of people again. But they pulled off miracles before, so I can't count them out. The BSR5 guys shooting into the buildings, trying to clear them out. I don't think they've got the numbers. They may have overextended on that flank. Oh, there's one Nor guy who's basically got a machine gun sitting up here.
Yeah.
That no one's noticed. That's going to stop all of this rush. They've got to set up at the church and wait.
Oh, Jimmy noticed him, but they got to drop on Jimmy.
They've got to slow them down coming up this hill. That one squad's got to do the work of two. So far, not so good.
Yep, they got a flank developing over here on the right.
10 minutes to go. BSR5's got to capture. Can't keep going back and forth. They've got to keep this push going. They've got to get more flags. Chicken Wings is behind him again. But look at, you've still got that Sharky and Rumple still trying to stop people from moving up the spawns. BSR5 trying to get numbers here. Someone's using gas. That's not allowed in this game. That's going to be a point off there. It looks like Nora's got a lot of people on the point here. That flank's not really working out for BSR5. They don't have enough people sitting on the point. Ooh, Jimmy just basically committed suicide to get 3 people. Oh, this flank's not working. It looks like they're going to lose this point. Not enough people on any of the points here. Oh, they've spun it around. There comes everybody. They just got to get them out of there. They can't let them have a spawn point in that church. There they go.
Yeah,
There's
just
still
wipe
one
them
more
out.
in there.
Nope,
one more hiding in there.
It's right over there.
They can find him and get him. Oh, no, no one's still found this guy. He's still just sitting there. And everyone's ignored him, basically. He's got to turn around. This guy hasn't moved. He's just still not been killed. There he goes, finally.
Cool Centric took him out.
And here comes the push again. They've got to keep that push on the church. They've got to keep enough guys on there in order to keep pushing. And they don't. It looks like Nora's going to get more guys on the point again. BSR5 has got to get more people on this point. They can't afford to lose another cap.
Camping their spawn point is a good tactic, but they need to have a crack team that tries to do that while they have the rest of the team over here on the church.
Yeah, because right now you've got Chicken and Ganja trying to hold them out, but you just don't have numbers on this point. I mean, you're getting it now, but you got to hold it the whole time. And you're just losing those numbers again right there. Boom. Jimmy's coming back in, though. See if he can catch him. You've got two guys sitting on the flanks over there in the distance, watching the back of the church. Jimmy can get a chance to get these guys before they notice him. No, they get him. Again, BSR5 completely wiped out again. They've got to stay on that point. They're losing too much. They're losing too many bodies.
See, this is what they got over here. They have 3 guys over here in the spawn area. A
Ganja
squad,
just took
actually.
out 2. Yaman's still sitting pretty, but he's not killing anybody. He's just sitting on the point, and they're going to notice him at some point. You got to think of that. You've got all these guys on the flank, but they have none of them in that church.
Yep, no one's going there. There's no flank or anything.
Chicken's trying to get a flank. Chicken's still going.
Yaman somehow
Chicken's got
is...
3.
Yaman is...
Ganja finished the job there, bud. Let's go. They don't have enough on the point, and they're going to lose it. They've lost another flag. That's a flag they can't afford to lose.
7 minutes left in the match. They already have a squad here ready for it, the point, but we have a lone guy coming in here. Oh, and they just wiped out that squad that was there.
Again, nobody on point at A. Now they're going to get numbers and set up. You know, they had such a good push going, and then it just disintegrated all of a sudden. You still got Rumple still stuck back here at the church, like, and the fight's over here now.
Objective apples.
Chicken frantically trying to get into position. Oh, BSR5 back on the point. Took Chicken knocking about 3 or 4 people out of position there. It's just a back and forth. They've got to recap a couple points, the ones they've lost here. I don't think they're going to have a chance to win this one by cap points alone, but
BSR5
Much
is
more competitive map.
BSR5 shorter man. Charlie only has 3 men in it.
Looks like they lost the hoops again.
I don't know when they lost them, but that would explain why they're having a hard time trying to push.
Oof. A basic wipe. Chicken trying to get on the flank. There's so many snipers on this map for those guys. There's 3 right there. Oh, those are, never mind. Those are headstone things, or, yeah.
BSR put up a
here.
valiant fight over here.
They're still trying. It's quite a hectic fight. Huge fight going on here. Just look at the numbers that Nor's just setting up with. It's just straight up impressive, the number of people they can get on points. What their downfall really is just being so bunched up is that when one good flanker for BSR5 can get on them, they can just wipe them all out in one fell swoop. We've seen it happen several times. That it just takes hoops or one guy to get behind him, and it's just game over from start to finish as soon as it gets going.
BSR5 back to full strength.
Yep. They've got this point. They're trying to lock them out here. You see, but see, look at this bunch up here.
Yeah, look at that.
Nor guys.
That building.
It's a huge bunch up. It would just take one good set of grenades to just knock them all out. Or one good assault. There, boom, 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 boom. There they all go. They're so bunched up. It's. I know that's how you need to play front lines, but you lose all of your advantage when this happens. Because right now, boom, BSR takes the point, and now, again, out of position as BSR5 is going to try desperately to get as many people as they can on the point, but they're going to be a little bit behind here. It took everything to just take that flag back. And Nor's going to be able to get a retreat going.
Yep, they already have a squad, almost 2 squads on that point. Scratch that, make that, they got the full team there.
Yeah, make that the full team. But all in all, a much more competitive game, this one, than the other one we saw before. Much more action going on, way more back and forth. This is what you normally see out of a front lines game here. But the number of people they got on that point, man, they know they just have to survive this next 2 minutes, and they've got this rolled up. That's basically what they're doing here.
We got a flank going on.
Yeah, trying to break through here with BSR5 on the front door of the church. Chicken on a flank here, trying to get rid of the snipers. BSR5 trying to get, they threw smoke so they can get a chance to try to just knock these guys out here at the front of the church. They're trying, the flanks in progress, they've got it! Chicken wiping them all out, the flank is a complete success.
They still don't
That's
got enough
5
bodies
people
there.
He just took out.
Not enough
6,
bodies.
7, 8. He just went 8-0 on that push. There's not enough bodies on the point. They've got it. They've done it. They pushed it right at the end of the point. Chicken finally still up, still killing. This man is on a tear.
Told you the man was a beast.
Certainly the player to watch every time he's in a match here. Wow, what a clutch push right at the end there. If they can get this, it may be it may even out the match, but I still think that BSR5 didn't cap enough flags to win this one.
Less than a minute to go.
They certainly had a better showing. Certainly had a better showing here. And they don't have the time to get another flag. They'll have to get this one in order to make it reasonably close. Oh, look at this, man. They turn it up a notch as soon as this game's halfway through
30
this game. Like
seconds.
something clicked here. Yep. If they can get B, it'll be at least a close match here.
It'll make it look good. And
Oh,
then,
they're going to get pushed off. Just not enough guys on that point. Oh, the back and forth, and the game is over. But that is a draw.
Oh,
Well,
ho.
this means it is going to the next map.
BSR5 pulled that out of their ass.
And a draw means they have to go to the next match, because if BSR5 wins the next match, it is a full-blown map draw. And it goes to sudden death.
Look at it. No surprise there. It's Jimmy's squad.
And just look at the kills from Chicken, though. There were over 100 of them.
Holy cow.
111 and 33. Amateur Gamer getting 71. The two killers on that squad really kick their game up a huge notch there.
There was some really nice plays from a lot of players in that match. All right. Looks like Norway is down a player right now.
He's apparently going to the bathroom. So we're going to have a small little break here while that all happens.
No. Looks like he's done tinkling. Oh, Charlie's down a man now. Oh. Looks like the squads are balancing themselves out again.
So they all know the stakes, that BSR5 literally has to win this map in order to push a draw, because there is no overtime in this type of gameplay setup. Braves and the Nationals are going into extra innings again. 14-game marathon yesterday, going to it again today. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.
So, Trip, what did you think of that action in that last match?
Oh, I wasn't really watching it actually.
Ah.
Can't see anything. All I see is little dots running around. Like, it looks like it'd be intense to actually be in it, but
Considering
watching
that
those little dots running around, I couldn't get into it.
like I said, I have not played in front lines. I have played operations, which is still an objective-based type of game setup, and it can get intense. Very, very intense, especially when you got people chucking in smoke grenades and mustard gas grenades, and you got to put on your gas mask or you're gonna choke yourself to death, and you got your limited visibility. Yeah, it can get adrenaline pumping. I mean, I'm not normally a PvP game type of guy, but it's fun when that stuff starts happening.
But yeah, it looks like it could get really, really crazy. It doesn't look too bad. Like I was just the other day. I watched the preview for or the trailer for the new Battlefield game.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I might actually get that. That would be fucking cool.
Well, if I understand things correctly, that's where the Battlefield big
the
battles.
match is starting here. Or?
No, what do you mean? Oh, yes,
No.
It did. It just started.
Yeah, apparently it is. It looks like BSR5 got a slow start. Look at that horde of NOR players going into the point. Man. I think NOR has the distinct advantage on this one.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of
had
trees here. Oh, boy.
You're going to have to get close. Looks like NOR's going to take the bottom there, the church. It looks like BSR5 is trying to take the top. It looks like Rumpel's got a flank, though, with the squad. Yeah, Rumpel got the flank going. Here comes Ganja. They flanked him. It's anybody's game again. Ganja taking him out there down. Boom. Ganja taking out another. And the switch goes around. Yeah, BSR5 taking that flank and not letting them come back in on spawns. They've got him pinned. And it's going to go back towards them as they get more guys in on the spawn. They didn't get any squad wipes on that. And their flank just got outflanked by a spawn. Again, BSR5 has to win this map in order to draw the game. They cannot afford to lose any points on these. The match has basically come down to this. Look at all these assaults they're bringing to the fight here. Just so many close quarters fights from NOR. And NOR's looks like they're going to get the pressure on here. Jimmy taking out one, taking out two. Point still being held by NOR. Can BSR5 get enough on the point? No, it's starting to push the other way. A lot of guys on the point. Oh, another flank here come from BSR5. It's got to be quick. It's going to be quick enough. It's going to push back the point again.
That was a pretty nice push there.
Yeah. And look at BSR5 completed the flank, and they're going to hold the position.
Yep. They need it.
That was they got to hold it now. They've got to keep this push going. They can't afford to give up any ground here. What a turnaround from that first game we saw them play. There's just the complete tactical switch they've put up here has been pretty impressive. I mean, I don't know if Trippin is still in this party and if he's been watching, but the complete turnaround these guys have had has been quite impressive.
Oh, they're losing it.
Yeah, they got pushed back again. Again, Nor comes in huge numbers, but they leave themselves always open to just another big flank, just one flank away from getting pushed off. They're coming from two angles, and looks like BSR5 is going to try to get that flank going again. Amateur's got it behind. Oh, but he got nailed. Not enough BSR5 players left. I don't think they're going to have a chance to pull this one off here.
Yep, Yaman just went down. He was kind of holding it there for a bit.
Yeah, it looks like they've stopped completely. They've gotten up on their flanks here where they can spawn. This looks like this is going to be the end for this point. A good attempt, but they've got to have more resolve if they want to draw this game. They can't afford to lose or draw. They've got to keep the pressure on.
Oh,
Chicken
wait.
coming in from the flank. Notorious coming in from the flank, but it's not going to be enough. And
Oh,
they push
no,
it right at the edge!
Oh, look at it! Oh!
Right at the edge, they push him right off. What a clutch play by Chicken and Jimmy's squads, just coming in at the last second.
Nor
My
had that
goodness.
Nor had that all wrapped up. All they needed was the bow, and then they took that bow away.
Oh, what a last-second stop. This has been entertaining as soon as they changed tactics. My goodness. This is just going back and forth, back and forth. It's one flank followed by one en masse push right after another. BSR5 trying to hold this, trying to get rid of these en masse flanks. Looks like they're going to get one flank. It looks like Roland's the only one defending against what's coming. And he's down. That flank from Nor's coming right now.
Look at all those squad spawns on BSR5.
I know, but it's not going to be enough with all these flanks coming in. They've got to hold this. I don't know if they can. Can they do it? They're almost there. Can they keep enough people alive and on the point? They might do it. They do. They get the first push. What an impressive hold. So many times they could have lost that, and yet they come back and win it anyway. Wow, what resolve these guys have got to keep pushing even in the face of complete loss. This is going to push them back to D, which is a really difficult point to hold, but BSR5 might have the speed advantage to get there first.
They already got a squad. Oh, Nor's already got two squads already on it.
Yeah, but it's a hard push. It's one spot with multiple points to flank. BSR5 is going to have to get around them and get that hill. That's the only way they're going to get this. They've got to knock these guys out of position on that hill. There's no really way to get mortars in here because mortars aren't going to do you much good in these trees. They've just got to get up that hill and get rid of them. BSR5 trying to get rid of the flanks. They've pushed a bunch of them off. Sharky's got the flank. There's one, there's two, there's Chicken into the whole group of them. Chicken gets a knife kill. He gets another knife kill.
Knife kill. That's two. Oh.
He gets a third.
Oh, no, he got stopped. Oh.
BSR5 takes the point on a flank by Sharky and Chicken that basically made them look bad. My goodness. Again, this flank is just going back and forth. BSR5 is, you can tell they want to win this game and draw it out. You can tell. You can tell this is for all the marbles. And they're trying to make up for Amiens big time with both these plays right here. They got him on the point. They've taken the point. They've just got to get Nor off of it. Come on, get him off there. Come on, let's go, guys. What a play. Oh, Nor, what a great pushback, though, on that flank, though. One guy taking out 3 or 4 guys there. Some excellent play by Nor. You can tell that these guys have played for a long time. They know where to cover each other when they're in these big groups, Pop-Tart. You got to hand it to them. They're excellent players.
Yeah. I mean, I will have to say this. They are masters of the rush.
Yes. They're very good with the numbers here, and it looks like they might be able to hold on to D. BSR5 had their chances, but again, they just keep setting up back on that hill. Look at the numbers. They get to continually keep putting on these points. And the one flank they've got basically locked down. BSR5 trying to come in from behind them.
See, another gas grenade. I thought those weren't
I don't think they have
allowed.
enough numbers to pull this one off. I don't think a miracle's happening on this one.
No.
Yeah, there's not enough people to get in there in enough time this time. No miracle flanks this try. There's just too many on that point this time. All right, well, it's 1 for 1 in flag captures then. But BSR5 saying, screw this, we're just going to clear out the point anyway, just for good shits and giggles. BSR5's got to get back to that point. Looks like Ganja's got them on their flank. They don't even notice.
Yep. Him and Hoops.
Ganja holding that top bridge. Rumpel in trouble.
No, he's got help.
Nor guys are completely out of position again. They're all coming en masse again over that bridge, though. It looks like BSR5 was waiting for him, though. Looks like they knocked out most of them. Looks like Nor's going to get a flank, though. They've got a flank overwatching on that bridge.
Yep,
It looks like they're going for the long flank as well.
Down in the
Sharky, though,
ravine.
keeping that point alive, though. It's going to be a tough one. They've got a lot of guys down. Medics are doing their job picking them up, but Nor's got that long flank going. There it comes. Someone's trying to bring mortars into the play. It's going to be an interesting one. Nor with the huge flank. I don't think it was enough. It looks like they were able to almost counter it. It's a fight.
It's a big pile
Nor
in.
might come out on top on this one. Oh, no, I don't know. The numbers are still pretty even. They're going to push back the point, but I don't know if they have enough staying power on that point. It looks like they don't.
Nope, they're
No,
pushing
it looks
it back.
like BSR5 got wiped. Yep.
Yaman is still in there somehow. He's...
Yeah, that flank completely wiped them there. Yaman's still alive. I don't know how. There's that one as well.
He's also on fire.
That flank. Yeah. BSR5's got to get that flank rolling again if they want to take this. They are pushing back hard on that bridge, though.
Yaman finally got taken out.
Ooh, they got that under the bridge pretty solidly held there. BSR5 guys really don't have anything going here. They've got to rely on one of their expertly timed flanks again, it looks like, and that's, you can't rely on that all the time, but here it comes. They're going to have to pull it off quick again.
I don't see a flank developing about it.
It's coming. There it is. Chicken wings. They've got 3, 4, 5. They've cleared the flank. Rumpel down below, trying to spin it around. I don't think they have the time, though. They don't.
Nope, they lost it.
The flank was too slow to develop. That puts BSR5 behind when it comes to flag caps. They've got to hold this one and push C again. It's going to come down to flag caps because I think this is what it's going to be down to. Next point ahead, pretty hard to flank on, so it's going to have to be some heavy holding in that building. But Rumpel's still alive on that flank.
We already got a squad for BSR already at the point.
And you got Rumpel still holding out on that flank. Oh, Rumpel got killed there trying to go for a knife kill. And down here, it looks like they've got enough guys in the flank. They've just got to keep them from getting through that little area there. There we go. And hold that other flank by that church there. They just got to hold the 2 entrances in here, and they have a chance of holding this.
It looks like they got the one entrance pretty well covered.
It's the second one, the more open one, that's going to be difficult. You see, they already got a flank coming. Hoops has no hope of surviving this one. Yeah. Oh, they stopped that first push. Grandma's daddy's got a good look up, and he's down. They've got to get rid of these guys. It looks like Broken just cleared out that first rush going around the side. It looks like they're coming in mass into the...
Yep, got a guy piling in behind.
They've got him funneled. Looks like Roland's got a bead on him. Let's see if he gets him. He got one. This point looks like it might be solidly in BSR5's hands, though. They didn't really get set up on this one. BSR5 pushing now. They've got the advantage, and they know it. A quick hold by BSR5. That was fast. And now they're coming en masse back to the bridge. Yeah, the amount of flank, and oh man, they've already got the flank going. Ganja's already behind them. This is going to come down to who can hold the bridge and who can survive after that push. An expert hold And looks like Ganja and Staying High are going way around the flank to catch him completely off guard.
Yep.
Though BSR5 did get wiped trying to get back to that position. Nora's going to hold the bridge, but their flank, however, may be exposed. We'll see how this goes with the move that Ganja and the others are pulling off right now. It's an unmasked. You've got 2 squads coming at him right now. Here it comes, and here comes the squad push.
Capture objective Charlie.
The flank is not only successful, it's on point. They were not
Yep,
expecting
they
it at
wiped him.
all.
They wiped him.
What a big push and a big wipe. They just got to get that hill taken care of now, and they have a chance here. They've just got to hold these points. They can't afford to lose flags. Nor just can't seem to have an answer for these flanks that are coming. They just don't see them coming. These unmasked flanks, 2 squads at a time. Just heavy, heavy pushes.
The BSR5 needs to get the numbers down there on that point.
Yeah, they do. Unless they're trying another flank, I don't see them working one. They've got a bunch of guys off the point. Looks like they're going for a large flank now, an unrushed flank here, as BSR5 got wiped completely out of that one. Yeah, the tide's going to turn here. Looks like Hoops is still behind them. Hoops still has a point. There's another one down. There's another one down. Hoops still holding the flank. If someone could just spawn on Hoops, my goodness, give this man an award. There comes the squad, a little late to the party. Hoops is still up, picking up his squad. Look at him go. There's the flank by Sharky and Chicken. Hoops kept his guys alive so they can keep a 2-person flank going. What a move!
Oh, it looks like it's more than a 2-portion flank now.
Jimmy and gotta get these guys out of there. This flank's gotta move. They've got to get these guys dug out. There's Chicken with 1, 2. Come on, knock them out. Let's go. They've got to get guys on the point because the other guys don't. It's got to be now, guys. It's got to be now. There it is on a last-second pullback.
Still need more men. They just stopped it for now.
Looks like Nor got a quick flank on him, too.
Uh-oh.
This looks like it's going to get a pushback here. Yep, this is going to get a pushback to B now.
Yep.
They can't keep this up, though. They have to take the advantage at some point here. And, oh, Nor's already running to the point. They're not waiting, hasting any time
they
this
already
time.
have a squad there. They have 2 squads almost. And they're already in the building.
Wow. Yeah, that tide turned quickly there. BSR5 can't afford to lose this when they have the flag cap advantage right now.
Objective butter.
Start blowing up this house. That's what they need to be doing. Get them out of it by just blowing open holes in it.
Grenades and limpet
BSR5
charges.
just can't get numbers onto the point. They just can't do it. There's no flank here, guys. You just got to get bodies on the point.
Uh-oh. A lot of bodies now.
Got to get those limpets on the houses. Got to get that house gone. They're willing to basically sit in this house. These limpets need to go up in there. Dynamite, anything. Get them out of that building.
It looks
There
like
goes
that's what
part of
they're
it.
gonna
That's
do.
going to
There it
knock out
goes.
a bunch.
Oh, the whole building's gone. There's just 1 wall left. And look at that. They took out the building. They took out the whole squad.
No, they're all getting revived. They've got to kill them now. Now they have no cover.
So it looks like what they're doing right now, because it looks like you only have 1 guy left in that building.
Here comes them through the flank. They're coming through they're funneling in. Here they come. Roland trying to hold the flank alone. Look at him go. He's going to push him back. Oh, here they come from the top ropes and from the other side. a two-pronged assault. Looks like it might be kicked back here.
Gotta get men in that burn area.
They have them in there. They're trying to keep them from getting anywhere near the burn area right now. So far, so good. It's working out just fine. Oh no, there goes Rumpel. They've got to keep them off that burn zone. Here they come. They're going to get on it. They're going to slow them down, maybe. No, it looks like they got hit from above. And it looks like BSR5 will keep the flag caps. Looks like they all fell back to that bridge, though. Look at Nor. They're already on the bridge. They knew that they were going to lose that one.
I think as soon as the building
Yes,
went
sir.
down, I think they fell back.
Yeah. BSR5 has got to win another point. They've got to go and push forward on D again. They have one initiative here, and that's it. They've got to take this point back here. Flank coming around for BSR5, running again. They've got to keep this pressure up. Oh, a full flank by BSR5. Look at that. Two squad flank again. They did the exact same move.
Yep.
How did Nor not expect it this time?
Objective Charlie.
The only problem is, though, is that they get these flanks started up good. It just don't seem to be timed just enough right to be able to hold out when they take the point.
Yeah, but they've got a complete move on them right now. Look, they're just getting wiped on that point. Ooh, they're just running past people too. Without spot flares, it's getting really difficult for them. This team,
Looks
you
like
can tell,
God
is
just got a
clearly used
nice
to spot
point there
flares.
with his machine gun shooting down inside the ravine, picking guys off, along with Hoops.
They got the point. They just got to hold it. And looks like Rumpel and Sharky are keeping that flank there so they can just keep people funneling into there. And they're coming in again. Here they come. Oh, what a stop again by BSR5. Another flank, another hard push. But this time, Nor gave them the return favor and pushed them from the other side.
Yes, they did.
Battle still raging for this bridge. Trying to use that broken up train to their advantage. It doesn't have much cover, so you really can only get a couple good people from it, but it seems to be working okay for Trondor on Nor there. Still, BSR5 holding the flank, keeping them off. They've got to get this point. They've got to keep pushing. It's coming down to all or nothing. They have to win a match. Oh boy, here it comes, and they're pushed off and they lose point. They almost had it again. Nor basically shoved them all back using point D as their spawn point. Ooh, wow, that was a complete wipe almost of everybody on BSR5 there. Ooh. They're still pushing, though. They're still trying. A lot of guys on that point, a lot of flanking. Chance here.
Looks like they're trying to set something up, BSR5.
I got a stab there. Another kill by Chicken, running through the smoke. Oh, looks like he got him again. Chicken's got another one. Oh, he'll get taken out by that one.
Oh, he
BSR5
took a lot of
taking the point back.
he took a lot of men with him before
Rumpel
he
picking
went
Chicken
down.
back up. Chicken's back in the fight. Ganja's back in the fight. This is back and forth as it gets. My goodness.
We got a flank
13
here.
minutes left in this match.
Oh, looks
Flank
like
looks
BSR.
like it went down.
Yeah, BSR5 sniffed it out.
Not all of it, though. Looks like someone's still up.
Nope, he went down.
They're still fighting for it. Halfway cap. They've got to... Oh, that bomb really didn't help that out. That cap's still going. Oh, boy. It's a fight here. The flank of Chicken again is back there.
Yep.
Rumpel just keeping... Rumpel and Sharky
They
just
come
keeping
a rolling,
spawn
came
point.
up top and just wiped a bunch out.
It's back in their favor, though.
Yeah.
No one noticed. Stay high. He just laid down and stayed there. My goodness. They're preventing more of them from spawning in. That's a quick move by them on that flank squad. And it looks like BSR5 will take the point back again, but they've got the problem now is that they're coming from D to try to knock them out.
Yep, I see that rush.
Sharky and Rumpel keeping them from spawning in a specific area. A quick move. No one's noticed Master 66, by the way. He has just been there the entire time.
They come a rolling. It's got a nice spot where he's just shooting down from their rush. He's just adding
Flanks
a lot
are
of
coming in
assist fire.
again.
Oh, Big hammer roll and just went down.
Finally, someone noticed Masta sitting in that one spot, but they still finally get him. Looks like BSR5 lost the point. They still haven't lost that spot on the flank, but they're coming from a different flank now. BSR5 is now getting a taste of their own medicine right now. Chicken trying to stop the flank here, trying to get back in there.
They need to get in there.
Ooh. It's a tight one. BSR5's got to get people on this point. They got nobody. They're not going to get numbers if they don't move. Oh. Another pushback. Another one. This is not helping them. They've got to get the initiative on one of these. And again, Nor's already on the point again.
Yep, there's no building this time.
No, their goal is going to be to try to keep them pinned in at the spawns. Yeah, see where Nor's got him pinned in there? That's what they're going to be planning on doing. Chicken's got the flank, though.
Yep.
No one's noticing this machine gunner. Everyone seems to ignore his presence.
Yep.
This master guy's going to have a ton of kills by the end of the game, because no one...
Oh,
there
he's
he's
dead.
finally down. The guy sat there under that bridge for quite a while before anybody noticed he existed, so...
Alright. BSR starting to
push
spawn
again.
on it.
They got to keep getting these flag caps. They can't afford to fall back once at this point. Ooh, they've got that flank going. Ganja running up the hill, trying to stop the flank dead. Got most of it. Faid getting the rest.
Yep.
You can see these guys are kind of knowing that they just have to overall win the point caps and to not overextend themselves. You can see it happening. But you can see some of BSR5 knowing they've got to get on point faster. Back to the bridge again. A quick defense on B. Going back. 9 minutes left in the game. Ganja already on their flank, but taken out.
Nor's already digging in.
Yep. Digging in actually hasn't been their strongest point. Their best points have been when they're on the flanks. They've got one assaulter all the way back on that flank. See him over here? Blue Moon.
Yep.
Using that flank there. I think he's got a defensive Hell Regal there. Yeah. Using him as a spawn point there.
Alright, check this up.
Objective Charlie.
Ganja went in there, got a guy, and then left. Still alive.
Really? The reality is written on the wall. BSR5 has to take this and take the next one. They only have less than 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the match.
They can't afford to lose in cap points. And they can't afford a draw. They need to get more caps than this.
Really, they need to take this point right here.
Right now, they're about to lose it. I don't think they have enough bodies on the point either. I think they're going to not pull this one off either. Everyone seems to be completely out of position this one. Yeah, they're just done.
See, looking around, they weren't organized on that one.
Again, boom. Down. Down. Already on the point. Already on the point. You can tell the fatigue's starting to get to some of these players. They've just had almost enough. This has been going on for quite a while. They can't afford to lose B. They have to take it back.
By the time this point just spawned.
Look at the number of people on that point, though. They've got nobody spawned behind them. This could be the end of the match right here. Oh, but it looks like you got a flank coming from behind them, though.
Yep, and
I don't think they noticed it.
Behind and on top, on the higher ground.
Not enough. Not enough. I think this might be the end of the match here. If they don't get a hold of this point, this match ends. Nor can win this one by taking this point. It'll be the furthest push.
Gotta do it.
BSR5 is stuck all behind those defensive points. This is it. They've got to make the push now, and it has to work. It has to be now, or it can't be at all, and it's not going to be at all, as BSR5 has lost this match by that point being taken.
Yeah, it looks like more like fatigue, Dragon.
They would have to push these 2 points back consecutively to get back even. So they would have to win these next 2 flawlessly within the next minutes and get back to C. It's doable in 5 minutes if they get everybody on the point. Easily defendable point here, hard to flank it, but then they've got to push B immediately and hold it. They've got it. It just comes down to a number of flags captured. And they've already got people on the point. They're already taking the point. BSR5's got people on it, and it's not enough.
No. They have a whole full squad here for Nora in here.
Yep. More, they all just keep spawning in. BSR5's got plenty of people on the point, they just don't have the initiative. There, they pushed them back here. But they can't waste time having these pushbacks. This had to have been a flawless move.
They're losing it again, even with more of the bodies.
They're gaining initiative again. But those 2 guys just sitting in there, that's going to be the end. They can't allow people to get on the point and get flanks going. Sharky trying to knock people out. Not effective. Again, Nora on the point, push them all off, and they have
4 minutes.
Spawn points, completely squad wiped.
Yeah, they don't have anything set up at all.
You can just look at it. Looks like BSR5 is completely out of gas after this just horrendously difficult offensive defense they've been running. It's been all holds bar, and you just knew there was going to be a break at some point in one of these teams.
This might be a last gas push by BSR5, really.
I think that's the end here. That is the end of it. When B was lost, that was the end of the game. There's just too many of them on these points. You can just tell BSR5 is basically gassed after all of these matches. They would have to defend all these bombs and then take 2 points in 3 minutes.
It's not going to happen.
And if I'm the other team, I sit back and don't move. I've already got the initiative.
They're pushing already. A, pretty hard.
Yep. And B pretty hard.
Nope,
They're planting and they stop the plant, and they're planting on A. Not enough, just not enough. Looks like A is gonna get blown if no one can stop it. Oh
Jimmy,
no, they're done.
Jimmy tried to get in there.
They've got to get in there quick. Faid's going to try to defuse.
They might get a defuse on A.
Nope. Burnt to death. 100% loss now. No chance of recovery there.
And they get a plant already on B. All they're doing it now is fighting for pride.
Conjur's going to try to defuse, but it's in fire.
No,
No
he got the
defuse.
defuse. Look at that, just shelling that position. Both teams probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I just keep seeing bodies go in there and then disappearing as soon as they get in there. Both sides of the team. There's a plant. 30 seconds. I think BSR5 might be thrown in a towel.
Yeah, oh, they're throwing one last flank here with 8 seconds left. And they were outflanked. The game is over. That's it, and Nor wins the match in the best of 3 here with a draw and 2 wins.
Well, BSR5 did take them to the full round there.
They did give it their all, it just wasn't enough.
Rumpel's team came in as the top team in that match.
And again, you have Chicken going 85 and 38. You had Roland 75 and 35. Rumpel 52, 72 with Amateur Gamer. You had a lot of good killers in this match. It's just, it was a pretty evenly divided match when it came to skill level. It just came down to, I think you just looked at, if BSR5 had just had a better showing on the first map, this probably would have been a different game altogether.
Yep, that was that first match. I mean, the second one that seemed to be turning the tides in favor of BSR5.
And then it just ran out of gas on the third
Yep.
map right there at the end. All in all, a very back and forth game minus the first game. It really turned into it being a good match to watch overall for the last 2 maps. But yeah, an excellent push and shove match there between these two.
I think it was a
Again.
good. Yeah, again, the minus that first match, it really became a nice fight to watch.
Yeah, you think it just comes down to BSR5 maybe overthought the plan they may have been looking at, and Nora's plan was just throw everybody on the point and see what happens. Completely differing moves of opinion, because you could see BSR5 had a lot of big flanks. I mean, we're talking 1 or 2 squad majors, and they would clear the board with them, but that ended up being that's it for the end of the game there.
But it was a good match, though, all around, I would think.
Alrighty, and for Space Canada TV, that's the end of the game. Hope to join us next time we have a broadcast. Until then, in space, no one can hear you. Apologize. Have a good one.
Broadcast.